Testing Spiderman Man F in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the KenOhwee Channel. I'm back from my holidays and it's good to be back. Hello again, my sweet bright lights. I've missed you. Anyway, today we'll be talking about something really amazing, and I mean literally, because we'll be talking about the amazing Yamaguchi. I do not know why I sound like that when I say it. Yes, today we're talking about the second amazing Yamaguchi. I'm gonna stop that. So the second figure in the line, which is the Spider-Man after the Deadpool one, which was an amazing figure. So series number 2, Spider-Man, sculpted by Yamaguchi Katsuhisa. I almost made the sound again. So looking at the back, so again, just like the Deadpool box, amazing looking box. Just like panels in the comic, all the wonderful action poses that this figure can do. So yeah, you got all the eyes. If I just like Deadpool interchangeable eyes, that's really exciting. And then there are a lot of option parts right there. So yeah, there's a lot of accessories that come with this. So I'm really excited to dig into it. So without further ado, let's crack open the amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man, powered by Revoltech. And here we have amazing Spider-Man out of the box and first impressions. It looks really nice apart from the shoulders. Now, the Revoltech joints make the shoulders look like an armor instead of part of the body. So that part is really a bit off. But overall, apart from that, if you cover that up, everything else about this figure looks amazing. It looks just like the Spider-Mans from the comics, you know, it's modeled after that. So yeah, without further ado, let's have a closer look at this figure. So yeah, having a closer look at Spider-Man, look at that. All the molding and the detail is really awesome. Sadly, the paint application on this figure is, for especially my figure, is not great. So what happens is that they modeled in all the webbing on this figure, all the little lines over there, and then they painted it black as well. So I like how they put more effort into trying to make that web stand out. But unfortunately, I believe in some parts of my figure there are some black blotches around. So I think that black paint might have been smudged around. So you can see in the signs of, for example, the eyes. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of a black smudge right there. On the chest right there, there's a bit of a black blotch here and there. So I'm not sure if you have that in your figure as well. At the leg as well, as you can see, there's a little bit of black blotch. But all of these are just minor details. But you know, the blue really stands out. I like how the metallic blue really contrasts with the red and everything. So it's all looking really nice. Overall, the paint detail is great, just apart from that little blotches here and there. So that's really unfortunate. But yeah, looking at the sculpture of the figure, I really like how they sculpted all the neck muscles right there. You see that eyes, that cartoon Spidey eyes, that's really nice. So in terms of the body sculpt, the muscularity of this figure is really amazing. So it's not too big, not too bulky, just like a Deadpool is a little bit slimmer yet still muscular, so it's more of a ripped kind of body figure. So that's really nice. From the side right here, it looks really nice if you can cover up the joints. So, and then moving to the back, it still looks alright, but just for the front, you have that little disjointed connection right there. So that looks really odd, or doesn't look visually pleasing, sadly. But I really hope they do something about this part right here, so because they conceal everything else really well. So yeah, going down to the abs, look at that. No abs shown, like no visible six-pack right there, but you know it's right there, spider abs. The whole abdomen is actually one big Revoltech joint. And then going to the back, you have the Spidey logo right there, the cartoon Spidey logo. That's really nice, and the hole right there, that's really unfortunate. The hole is really obvious. So that's where the Revoltech joint is concealed, but if you pull it down, you can actually see like a gap right there. So that's really unfortunate. But yeah, if it's standing straight, it all seems to blend seamlessly. So you got the Spidey butt as well, all rock hard and awesome. And then look at the thigh muscle. They really modeled and sculpted that all in. So that's really nice. And then at the knee as well. So the knee also is actually pointing like outward. So another problem with the design, I feel, is that when you actually bend its knees, see right there, so there's actually like a cut around the knee. So if you want to straighten it, you actually have to position the knee to the correct angle, and then when you close it in, that's where you have the perfect close right there. If not, if you turn it slightly, you'll have this kind of weird looking disjointed, broken looking knee. So you have to position it properly in order to have that effect right there. So yeah, going down to the boots, so the feet is really sharp, just like a spider's legs. So yeah, overall in terms of the sculpt, really nice. Paint application, it's good but not great, unfortunately, because of all the blotches. And in terms of aesthetics, apart from the shoulder joints and the fact that you need to position the knee, but overall aesthetics, it looks really nice. So moving on to the articulation of this figure, the figure can look up really high. Look at that. I'm looking up right at you, man. So all the way up, so 90 degrees. This Spider-Man's neck is flexible, and then you can look left and right. It has a slight head pivot, so with the whole neck joint you can actually make it look down a lot more, so that's really awesome. And then for the shoulder joint, just like Deadpool, you need to position it accordingly for it to move up. It can move up about that high. It does not have a bicep rotation, but because this is in a pack as well, so you can rotate this part, so it serves like a bicep rotation. It has double jointed elbows, wrist can turn 360, and it can move up and down. And just like Deadpool, the hand can move all the way around. Like I said before, you just have to position it accordingly. And as for the ab crunch, the ab crunch is amazing. Look at that. Oh, that is some serious ab crunch. Now when you do that, unfortunately you do expose some joints right here. That's really unfortunate that this part is all exposed and not concealed properly, but it does serve so that this figure can crunch that much. I mean, I don't mind that. Like, wow, I really like this ab crunch. Yeah, Spider abs of steel. You can twist the upper abdomen left and right, and the lower abdomen you can twist it left and right as well. So you can have a lot of ab movement. And you can also pivot the abdomen a little bit. Now moving down to the legs. So you can do the splits about that far. It can kick about that far. It has a bit of a thigh swivel, but it's a little bit funny in a way that if you turn it, it actually goes outwards. So it allows the figure to do that. So it's kicking outwards. So it has a double jointed knee, and it has a boot rotation. And the feet moves up and down. It does have ankle pivot, and it has toe articulation. This matches the Mayfax Spider-Man in terms of a really posable Spider-Man. And the only big difference between this and the Mayfax Spider-Man is that this joint does not fall off as easily as the Mayfax one. And as for the accessories come with Spider-Man, it comes with a ton of accessories. My God, just as amazing as Deadpool. So first of all, it does come with a stand just like Deadpool. So it seems like a standard nowadays for all the figures to have a stand, so that's really great for you to pose your awesome figures. And just like Deadpool, it comes with a set of interchangeable eyes. Look at these pairs of eyes. So that looks really amazing. So this squinty little one, just like Deadpool, a little bit open ones, and the normal one, just the black slightly into the white. So really nice. I really like these interchangeable eyes. Really helps animate the emotions that I want to pose on the figures. And it also comes with a pin. Just make sure you don't lose this one, or if you lose this one, just make sure you keep the Deadpool one. If you lose both of them, then my God. So just like Deadpool, all you gotta do is just remove the head, and then at the back here you can see that hole right there. All you have to do is just use this pin right here and just push out those eyes, and then you have interchangeable Spidey eyes. Yeah, this one is a little bit trickier compared to Deadpool. You just have to push it down, and then it pops out right there. So it comes with 3 sets of webbing effects. Now we have the longer one, which will be held by the fist, which I'll show it shortly, and then a slightly more flexible one with, you can tie the noose so you can hang a Spider-Man somewhere in your lamp or something, and then the web that's just coming off as Spider-Man shoots his web effect. So, and it comes with 3 extra pair of hands. Straight from the box, it actually comes with the wall crawling hands. So look at that. It's actually, the fingers are all curled in just like in the comics, and the fist serves as a dual purpose. So you can see the hole right there. So as I mentioned before, the longer web effect is for Spider-Man to hold. So you just have to peg it right in right there, and then it seems like Spider-Man is holding the web, for anything. So as it's swinging around, that's really nice. And I like how it actually looks like a fist, from different angles, and then you can't really see the hole right there because I think of all the shading and everything, it makes it look like it's just a fist, and the hole is not really noticeable. So that's really nice. And then you also have the typical web shooting hands, so that's really nice. Look at that effect. I really like how that turned out. So it's just at the moment where it's shooting out the web. Wacha! So just be careful right there. I really like how this hand looks. And then pegging the web effect to the web shooting hands, you just have to angle it accordingly so it's not straight ahead, just slightly angled. And once you push it in, you have this awesome looking effect. And also another for the grabbing hand. So this is for the slightly more flexible one. All you gotta do is just put it right in and hook it over the fingers, and there you have Spider-Man holding the flexible web. And it also comes with a magnet. Now look at that. So what you have to do is it comes with the extra spare of a stand right here, and then all you have to do is just peg it right like that, and then this part is where it's holding your Spider-Man. So without further ado, let's test this magnet out. Testing Spider-Man magnet in 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at that. Wow, now that is really strong. So it's a strong piece of magnet. So all I have to do is, oh, look at that. So yeah, that is really amazing. So all I have to do is just clip it like that. You can clip it for the back as well, and just stick it in your fridge or whatever, and it looks amazing. So Spider-Man's crawling up your fridge. I don't know what song is that. And of course, I forgot to mention, it does come with an art as well. Look at that, just like Deadpool. So it's amazing art. You can put it at the background, just like a backdrop, that kind of thing. So that's really nice. I really like this artwork. So in summary, yeah, this one is a difficult one because the figure itself, I mean, in terms of sculpt, it is a beautiful sculpt. However, because the whole revoltaic joint around the arms, it just makes the figure look a little bit weird because it looks disconnected. So I wish they sort of like concealed it better, just like what they did for Deadpool, because Deadpool's shoulder is really huge, so it really covers up that joint right there, so it does not look like the arm is out from his body. And also the paint application is just good. It's not great, sadly, and it's just unfortunate that it has paint blotches here and there. And also in terms of the leg, if you do not position it correctly, it's just gonna look really weird. So it's just more of a hassle to just position it correctly. But most of the time, you're going to be posing this figure in a really dynamic pose anyway, so you rarely pose Spider-Man in a standing position. In terms of the articulation, is exceptional. Wow! It matches Mayfac's. In terms of posability, it's really posable, just like Deadpool. You know, Deadpool is really posable, and so is the Spider-Man. So it's staying true to what Spider-Man is. He has a great amount of flexibility, so, and this figure has that as well. And in terms of the accessories, it comes with a lot of great accessories. Look at the webbing detail, is amazing. It also has a decent amount of interchangeable hands, and those interchangeable hands are functional. And also the magnet. Did you not see the magnet? It is amazing. So yeah, with all of that said, I would say as a package, it is great. Sadly, really sadly, I really want to give it an amazing status, but the figure really let me down in some areas. So not like Deadpool. Deadpool looks amazing and it poses just as well as Spider-Man, and he has a ton of accessories, so that's what made Deadpool so amazing. And this figure was so close to being amazing as well. So really unfortunate, but still a great package. So I still don't regret purchasing this. I still love playing with this figure. I still really enjoy it. So yeah, and I'm just gonna conclude at that. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching and tuning in. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned. No matter what, I will not let go. I have to use this power to save them. If I let go, people die. With great power comes great what are you doing? Oh man, you just ruined the scene. What scene? With great power comes great responsibility. Seriously, what scene? Click here to enjoy more videos.